So what's going on, everybody? It's your man Hellfire with MachineMasters.com. And we coming up on that time of year where everybody gets in the spirit of Halloween. And it just so happens we happen to have a Friday the 13th land just 2 weeks before Halloween Day. So what better way to get a head start on your horror addiction than with a Friday the 13th sample pack from Paul Cabin. That's right, this pack includes 10 original compositions inspired by all of your classic horror movies. And then we got a funk-inspired pack by J. Filt, and this one's called Very Sick MIDI Volume 1, which features a collection of funk-style basses, Wurlitzer, strings, and clavinet samples. And just as the title suggests, it includes all of the MIDI data for all of the compositions. All right, so let's see what I did with it. All right, so I used a sample called Trick or Treat from the Friday the 13th pack. This is my sample. So what I did was I went into the stems and I took the sounds from that sample that I wanted, put them together, and made a new sample out of it, and then chopped it up. All right, so that's my chops. I ran it through Guitar Rig to give it a crazy, spacey type effect. And another thing that I do that I never mentioned to you guys is when I use these samples, I usually put an EQ on it and bring out, certain other sounds in the sample that I like to make it sound, different than the original sample. So that's another jewel for you guys. Throw an EQ on there, sweep around for some other sounds and textures that you like. And that just gives you another way to make it a little bit different and make it your own. So this is my sequence. All right, so then on top of that, I layered the sample and ran it through another Guitar Rig effect to give it like a bass type of sound. It's the same chops, it's just a completely different effect on it to, make it sound more spacey and, and lo-fi. So I layered it over top. All right, and then I went into the Very Sick MIDI Volume 1, and I took these strings. This is the original sample though. So I basically just chopped up the individual notes and I used the ones that sounded good with the beat. Just tucked it up in the background. And then the rest is just, a bunch of drums that I got from Jules Jaden's fat snares, nice kicks, and then his black gold drum kit. So this is the drums. yeah, that's the beat. And one thing I did forget to mention is I also got a couple of the drums from the Very Sick MIDI Volume 1 pack too. So let's go ahead and check out the samples. That's the whole beat, you know, nothing too crazy. Check out Friday the 13th first. Let's check out Very Sick MIDI. So you got the MIDI files that you could load up in your sequencer or your DAW or whatever. And then you got the wave files. So we got some bass. Some class. All right, then we got a bonus folder. This is going to have some additional MIDI files and, you know, another wave file. And then we got a folder of drums. So you could pretty much make a beat with just this pack alone. So let's check out some of the drums. All right, so yeah, that's both packs. I hope you guys like the sounds that you heard. While you guys are gearing up for your Halloween parties and everything, make sure you check out the Friday the 13th pack, available now at MachineMasters.com. And while you're at it, check out the Very Sick MIDI, both available today. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about the sounds, and I'll catch y'all guys on the next one. All right, peace.